Hi everybody and welcome. It's nice to see all of you today. Thanks for joining. So we're going to move through some gentle yoga today, and even though we call it gentle, it can still be very, very deep. And we'll stretch, and we'll strengthen, and we'll flow together. And I'm going to remind you that this is your practice and your time for healing and nurturing yourself. So if there's something that I'm offering that's not for you, please feel free to modify, to pull back, or to skip it completely. And if the floor is not accessible for you, then please feel free to grab a folding chair or a comfortable seat at home. You can even do the practice on your bed if that's comfortable for you. So most important is our posture to begin so that we can settle into our breathing. So I'm choosing to sit up on a little lift today. I'm feeling like my spine needs a little extra help. So I chose cross sitting, but if that's not for you, you can put your soles together, long legs, or you can even start lying down. So sitting up tall or settling into whatever space you've chosen, we're going to close our eyes if that's safe for you. So I'm going to close my eyes so there's nothing to see. You can just listen whether your eyes are open or closed. So starting to settle the weight of the eyelids. Feeling a little bit of quieting around the mind and our thoughts. Bringing a little gentle release to the hinge of the jaw. And taking time between each to take a nice, full, deep, expansive breath. So this is the beginning of getting grounded and connected together. We're all coming from different things, from different spaces and places. And it takes time and patience to truly come to our center. And even when we come to our center, sometimes it's hard to stay there. Sometimes the thoughts and the mind take us away, thinking, and that's human nature. And especially during times of stress, it's really important to stay very present and focused on our breathing, because we know the breathing benefits. We know that it helps quiet and calm the nervous system. We know that it helps to calm and quiet digestion. It helps us sleep better. It helps us manage our anxiety. And it helps us to think more clearly. So as we start to ground together, let's turn our focus now inward completely. Taking a big breath in across our chest and our heart. And let's exhale HA from the mouth. Let's take our fullest, deepest breath yet so far into as much now of your torso as you can. So filling deep and wide into your torso, breathing in together. Notice this new shape you're creating, and whenever you need to exhale, just let it go. Breathe it out. And from here, we're going to take 3 more just like that. So they're very powerful breaths now. And starting to notice that there's a pattern and a rhythm to your breathing. So we breathe in. We breathe out. Following my pattern, or or taking your own, breathing in, filling up. Expand wide, get long and tall, and let's exhale from our mouth, eliminating tension, stress. Breathing in one more time. Exhale. Pause. Notice what happens within our pausing. It helps to strengthen our focus, helps to create a more powerful intention. It helps us to strengthen internally, both in the mind and in the body. And it helps to seal in all the changes that we're creating after each and every breath. So let's take another big breath in together. Exhale any tension, anything that isn't supportive for you today. Breathe it out. And let's take all the warmth and the love and the light that we've already created within and together, collectively. Let's draw that into our hearts. Let it seep and penetrate into every fiber of our being, filling us like a well and sharing. So taking time out of our practice and dedicating our breath, our focus, our energy, send it out there to all those in need, who need our light, who need our strength, who need our courage. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Releasing our hands to our lap or the ground. Fluttering your eyes open or continue to keep them closed. Let's take a full breath in at center. Exhale, we're going to lower the chin. And just roll left ear to left shoulder. So it's nice and gentle, and we're moving on our breathing. Inhale, the chin softens towards the chest. And exhale, right ear, right shoulder. So let's take it back and forth. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. So just flowing on your breath rhythm and pace. And whenever the mind wanders away, whenever we drift off into thinking, we consciously bring it back to the focus of the breath. Let's take one more side to side, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's start to make our way center in stillness. Full breath in, close your eyes, absorb what we did. Exhale what you don't need. Breathing in, the left arm all the way up. We're going to turn the palm so it's facing to the side. We're going to cross the arm across our chest, The right arm comes right to either the outside of that arm, or you can even take it across your forearm. So it looks like this. So you're dragging the arm across. So we're stretching the whole shoulder blade, and right into the space between the shoulder blade and the spine. And we're going to rotate our head over that shoulder. Full breath in, full breath out. So we're releasing tightness and tension from head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. One more big breath in, full inhale, full exhale. Nice and slowly, we're going to release that bind. We're going to drop the right hand down, the arm that was across the body. We're reaching it out and reaching it up and over into a nice easy lean. So the gaze can be down or the gaze can be out, whatever feels best for you. So here's option one, which is very gentle. Option two, if you'd like a little bit more, you can take your bottom arm up. But don't compromise your alignment or your posture or your breath to be there. Because going further doesn't make us better. It doesn't mean it's a better pose. Good. Take the pose that feels best for you today. Good. One more deep breath in. Inhaling. Nice and slowly. Exhaling, release. Full breath in as we digest that. Deep breath out, letting go. Good. Second side. So reaching the right arm up, right out from the shoulder, so it's really long. Then we turn the palm so it faces to the side. We sweep the arm across. We take the hand either to the outer arm or the outer forearm. And the movement is tiny. You see me moving very little. It's very subtle. Good. A little goes a long way. And then let's turn and gaze over that right shoulder. So here we are, bringing some space and separation between the head, neck, and shoulder. A place where we hold a lot of tension. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. Stay with it as much as you can. And nice and slowly, we're going to start to release our bind. We drop our left arm down. We reach up and over, so either you can be on fingertips or heel of the hand presses, whatever feels best for you. So really elongating through the whole side body. So as we settle the seat, we feel everything above it lifting. So we're reaching our energy long through our fingertips. Beautiful. Gazes out or gazes down, whatever feels best for you. Good. And let's kick up our breathing, because we know the more we breathe, the better we feel. We know that the rhythmic conscious breath helps to quiet and de-stress us. It helps to quiet anxiety and stress. Inhaling all the way center. Exhale. Let's pause. Close your eyes if that's okay for you and safe for you. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take time for tipping back. Good. Give the legs a nice little shake out. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And let's separate our feet slightly. Let's take time to really nourish our feet, right? It's really important to get in touch with our feet and our ankles and to know how they feel in terms of their strength, their flexibility, right? We're on our feet all the time. We're in shoes all the time. And now let's take some nice big circles. So you can either take it together or you can take your circles in different directions, whatever feels good for you. Good. And at the same time, if you'd like to take some wrist circles, that's really nice too, because I think people are on the computer a lot. Let's switch sides, right? Driving a lot, so it's really important to nourish wrists and ankles. Good, excellent. And now reconnecting to a new seat. So I'm gonna choose to cross opposite. I'm gonna come down off my lift from here. So I'm sitting a little bit different, so you're gonna notice that. And I forgot to mention earlier, make sure that you have your blocks available. So if you don't have blocks at home, you can use tissue boxes or cereal boxes, right? They're all great modifications. So let's find our tall spine and our posture here, right? We feel the ears stacking over the shoulders, and we feel the upper body stacking over the lower body. So if we're not feeling that, make sure you are sitting up on something. And then a little gentle energy around the navel center. So we're drawing it in and up. So it's nice and strong. And then within that strength, we want to create some softness. So see if we can relax the effort somewhat so that we're balancing between our effort and our surrender. And isn't that what life is really about? Effort and surrender. Sitting up nice and tall, let's breathe the arms all the way up, or whatever is available. If you have to do less, you do less. If you need to modify completely, that's what you do. Breathing in, you do half or less. Take the arms up, exhaling a nice big circle, taking the arms down around and to the heart. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Breathing in, you can let your gaze follow if that's available for you. Good. Make sure the neck feels safe. So just warming up the shoulders, warming up the upper back. Good. Really nice. And just one more like that. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's pause here, center, breathing in. Deep breath out. And let's inhale, extend the arms forward, reach the heart, extend through the palms, dog back. Exhale, draw the navel in and up as we come through cat back or cow back. Good. Breathing in, we open and fill. Exhale. So stretching and strengthening. And as much as we can, we're following the soothing, deep, conscious rhythm of the breathing pattern. And we let the warmth of the breath penetrate into our tension. Penetrate and melt down our blocks so that the breath can move freely. Awesome. Let's take two more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Clasp your hands together. Start to come forward. Reach the palms towards me. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Reach the arms up if that's accessible for shoulders. Exhale. Release into a nice easy twist. Both hands down. You can let your front hand rest on your knee. You can let your back hand support you behind you. Try not to have a lot of weight in that back hand, right? So we don't want to be leaning too much into it because we want our strength to come from our internal space. Full breath in, full breath out. We're going to slowly begin to tip that right elbow towards that inner right knee. It doesn't have to be a big movement. We're going to reach that arm that's behind us. We're going to reach it up and over on a diagonal. So we're taking a little bit of a lean and a twist. Good, so the gaze can be down towards that right knee, or it can be out towards me. But looking up is a very deep stretch for the neck, so be mindful of how that may feel. Full breath in, one more big breath in here. Feels so good. And now exhale, we're gonna start to come out of it. And we're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap and release one elbow over the other as much as we can, coming into a hug position. We're gonna soften the shoulders and elbows away from the ears and let the chin soften towards the chest. Notice how this stretch feels through the neck, the top of the shoulders, and the back of the heart. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, stay with the breathing. Let's take 3 more big breaths. Stay with the breathing, even if the mind wanders, just acknowledge the drifting. We all do it. And then let's connect to this last exhale together. And nice and slowly we breathe in, open, fill. Amazing. As we exhale, palms come together. Clasp your hands. Let's take the opposite clasp, right? So we actually move the hands so the opposite thumb is going to be on top. And that's going to feel a bit awkward, but we know in yoga that we want to balance out the whole body. So we do everything to both sides so that we feel in harmony, mind, body, and breath. And if it's accessible to reach up, go ahead and take it. If it's not, just take it halfway. Full breath in. And as we exhale, we spin now. Oops. Let's spin to the opposite side. Sorry, wrong side. To the right now. Full breath in. Deep breath out. So it's really important to set up. So we want to set up from the base up. So we want to settle through our seat. We want to connect to our long, tall spine. We want to broaden across the chest and the heart. So we're getting the maximum breath into our chest and our lungs. Wow. So the more we breathe, the better we feel. The gaze can follow, or the head can turn to the opposite side, whatever feels best for you in your practice. Full breath in, full breath out. And let's take that little twisty lean. So we're going to tip the left elbow now towards that inner knee. So here's where we start. And then we bring that back arm up and over the ear if that's accessible. And again, if it's not accessible for the shoulder, you can just be here with the hand to the hip. And the gaze can be down, looking towards that knee, or you can look out. Whatever feels best for you. Lots of breath, and make sure you take time to compare the two sides, right? How does it feel side to side? One more bigger breath in. Bigger breath out. And nice and slowly we back out of it. We wrap that right arm over. So as much as we can, the elbows are stacked. We're giving ourselves a nice, big, beautiful hug. Let's soften the shoulders and the elbows away from the ears. Relax your chin. And find your center here. Closing the eyes, if closing the eyes is safe for you. And just turn all the focus inward. We're nurturing our inner world, moving towards a very balanced and even state. And we do this, as we know, through the breathing, the conscious breath. One more big breath in. Big breath out. And nice and slowly, let's inhale. Let's swim the arms all the way back and behind. Unweight our legs. Let's point deeply and flex deeply. Good. Point and flex. Good, so really getting into the ankles. So you're gonna feel that stretch all the way up the length of your legs. Good, really nice. And let's just take one more here. Full breath in, full breath out. And let's now connect to a nice strong center. So I'm gonna turn to the side so that you can see me a little bit better. So I'm coming towards a boat position. So I'm nice and grounded through my seat, and I am still sitting on my blanket so that my tailbone is nice and supported. And my back is straight, but it's not rigid, right? Because I'm always working on practicing effort and surrender, right? How can we always work on that, right? It's a practice like everything. So here we are, broadening through our chest and our heart. And here's option one, the hands come down. Here's option two, the arms come forward. Here's option three, 1 foot lifts. So take the option that feels good. Good, wherever you are, 3 big breaths so we know whenever we feel challenged, whenever we feel stressed, whenever we feel panic rising, we take deeper breaths to get us through it, right? That's it. Beautiful. One more breath. Good, and lower. If you're lifting your leg, let's take it to the opposite side. Remember, you can be here with hands down. You can be here with arms lifted. Beautiful. Kicking up the breath. One more, so strengthening leg. Center. Breath. Beautiful. Let's pull our heels in. And let's wrap and release. Let the head go. Full breath in. Full breath out. For those of us with osteopenia and porosis, we don't want to do so much rounding across our bra straps. So we want to keep the upper back a little bit straighter. So full breath in. Full breath out. Good, and then let's grab our block or whatever you're using as a modification. And we're going to come back into our beginning position. Heels grounded, seat grounded, spine long but not rigid, heart lifted and open, right? Because we want the breath to be flowing. So let's grab our block or whatever we're using, give it a nice little squeeze. Good, and so here we are. Let's hold here. So if you're not feeling enough in your center, pull back and drop. So you want to feel the energy here, but without any energy in the low back. There should be no straining and certainly no pain. Beautiful. Full breath in. Full breath out. If you want to take it further, let's rotate the arms and our block to the side. And inhale to center, and you can remain here at center. Or exhale, take it opposite. Good. Beautiful. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out. So even though we call it gentle yoga, we're still working very deeply. We're calling it gentle because we're working deeply, safely, and healthy so that we get the best and greatest benefits from our yoga. This is our last one. Beautiful. Let's come to center. Let's let the soles come together. Knees are going to splay open, and I'll turn to the side again. Feel free, if you need some support, you can just place your supports underneath your outer hips and legs. So here we are, full breath in and leading with our heart. Let's start nice and slowly, just easing our way, walking ourselves forward and stopping anywhere along the way that feels good. So take it to the place that you've lengthened as far as you can. And then we're going to walk our hands and our body all the way to the left. So I'm framing my knee with both hands, so one hand on either side. Now, if the floor was very hard for me to reach, I can just use my supports for my hands, so it just brings the ground up to me so that I can stay nice and focused on lengthening my side body, lengthening through my torso and shoulder, low back, into the hips and groin. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And if you're using your supports, feel free to walk them right through center, and we'll set up for the opposite side. So the heart is lining up with the inner knee, and we're lengthening the spine and side body. We're grounding deeply through the hip. Beautiful. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Really staying with it, reminding ourselves all the time, strengthening our focus by breathing deeper, staying with the breathing pattern. Stay conscious. This helps us to stay present so the mind isn't always drifting to what's in the past and what's in the future. Let's start to make our way center, and setting up at center, you can continue to use your supports or not. You can return your supports to your knees. And let's take about 7 breaths here. And you're always welcome to stay much longer than I'm offering or coming out of things sooner if something doesn't feel good for you or it doesn't work for you. Please come out of it sooner. We're always listening to the inner guidance and the inner voice. Good, excellent. And staying with that nice soothing breath pattern. Quieting the mind. Quieting our high energy. Bringing balance and harmony to all of our systems. We know how beneficial gentle yoga, breathing, and meditation are for the central nervous system in terms of relaxing it. And we know when the nervous system is heightened, we know that it disrupts our sleep, our digestion, our relationships, how we function, how we make decisions. Let's slowly start to peel our heart away, lifting the shoulders up, back, exhale down. your eyes, full breath in, deep breath out. And from here, releasing our blocks, if you're using them, we're going to make our way towards all fours. And we're going to step one foot and then the other foot. And we're going to come into a nice little gentle forward fold. So I'm going to release my blanket from my mat space. And I'm just going to bring my blocks all the way to the top of my mat in case I need anything. And I'll meet you in our forward fold. So let's take a ragdoll if that's accessible for you. So if it's not comfortable to reach forward, then please just come halfway, and it looks just like this. The belly's strong. Good, so letting go completely. Full breath in. If you want to have a little sway, you can. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then let's release our arms. We're going to grab our block or our pseudo block. And we're going to place the left hand on the block. So actually I'm going to place left hand on the block. And I'm going to bend into my left knee. So here's where we start. I'm going to start to rotate and spin my torso towards you. And I'm going to reach that opposite arm up if that's accessible. And if not, it's on the hip or it's on the low back. So I'm getting a big stretch here. So make sure that feels very safe for you. One more big breath here. And as we exhale nice and slowly, we're going to release. We'll take the opposite ragdoll bind now. So the opposite arm comes forward. And again, just do it halfway. If it doesn't feel good to fold, full breath in, full breath out. And one more big breath in and out. Good, and I'm just going to turn to the other way so you can see me. So I'm going to bend into the opposite knee now. And the opposite leg is straight or as straight as possible. Remember, your block has 3 different heights. So I'm going to set my hand down. And here's opposite hand can be on the hip or the low back, or you can reach it all the way up. Be mindful of how this feels now in the back of that opposite leg. Full breath in. Full breath out. A nice deep, gentle twist. Excellent. Bringing out any toxins, any impurities that reside within. Nice and slowly. Let's start to release out of it. We're going to root through our feet. Nice and slowly, we can take our hands to hips, long spine. We rise all the way up, coming to center. Let's close our eyes, check in, reflecting on all those that we're sending energy out to, that we're breathing with, that we're connected to. And remember, even though we're not in the same physical space, we're always connected. As yogis, we're always connected through the light within the heart. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Palms come together. Come to the top of our mats. Let's take a nice full breath in together. Deep breath out. Let's reach the arms down, around, and all the way up. We'll move through a nice, easy sun breath. So either half or all the way, whatever works for you. We're going to breathe in and find our Ardha halfway up. So the spine is long, the belly's strong. Exhale, we fold. Root through the feet, rise all the way up, breathing in, reach. Exhale, reach the arms behind. If it's accessible, clasp the hands, or reach for opposite elbows, forearms. Open, broaden across the chest and the heart. Gaze is up and long on a diagonal. And as we exhale, put a soft bend in the knee. Here's option 1, we fold halfway. Here's option 2, we fold all the way. Full breath in, deep breath out. Wringing out the shoulders and the neck. Good, one more big breath in. Exhale deeply. Release our hands. Rolling up, or long spine takes us up. Inhale. Exhale, the hands down, around, and to the heart. Breathing in, the arms down, around. Exhale, long spine, flowing breath. Inhale, we find our ardha. So the breath is fluid and flowing, and so is our movement. Inhale, we flow up, we're so free. Exhale, the hands down, around, and to the heart. Awesome. 2 more like that. Breathing in, reach the arms. Exhale, swan dive forward, sending out your love. Inhale, find your strength. Exhale, soften, release. Root down, rise up, reach. Exhale, hands down, around, and all the way to the heart. Last one like that, breathing in. Send it out, exhale, share what you're creating. Inhale, find your strength. Exhale, ease into it. Rising up, inhale, reach. And exhale, the hands down, around, and to the heart. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Hands to the hips. We're going to open big and wide. So here we are in a nice wide stance. Good, so feel free to have your blocks available if you think you may need them. So we're going to turn left toes out. Right toes are going to face me. So take a nice long stance, or whatever is long for you. Open your arms big and wide. So everything is long and lengthened. Energy up through the crown. Belly's strong and firm, but remember, strength and ease. Effort and surrender. Good, beautiful. And let's bend into that front knee. Good, so just like that. So we want the knee tracking right over the heel and not beyond. So we're feeling equal energy, equal effort throughout the body. Good. And now you can shift your gaze, now that you can feel the pose internally. Take the gaze over that front arm. These warrior poses are gentle but strengthening. We want to strengthen from the inside out, so whatever comes our way, we have the strength to deal. We have the strength to conquer. Let's rotate our palms up towards the ceiling. That happens right from the head of the shoulders. And we're going to reach up and over into a nice, big, beautiful arc. So opening up through here. So finding your strength. Feeling what's opening. Feeling everything that's working. Let's take one more breath here. Coming back to center. Lengthening this leg long. We're going to turn and rotate, and we're going to rotate opposite. So setting up for the second side. Opposite toes face away from you. Back toes face me. Both legs are long. It's a real long stance, but safe. Extend the arms and then connect to the center strength. Bend your knees. So in doing so, if the knee is going beyond the toes, it's too deep, we want to keep the knee nice and safe. Remember, you can adjust your front foot out or in depending on your hip alignment and your structure and what's going on muscularly for you today. So gazing, once you're settled in, remember the connection to the center, drawing navel in and up. And we're working the legs equally, so nothing is getting burnt out. Strong breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. Let's rotate the palms all the way up. So that happens, remember, right from the head of the arm bones. Rotating up. Reaching up and over into our crescent moon. And just opening up deeply through the side body, on the side where the arm is reaching and lifting up. Good. Notice how it feels. Full breath in. Full breath out. Wonderful. Nice and slowly. Let's come back to center, lengthening, rotating, and scooching our feet together or step the feet together. Let's take the hands to the hips, feet hip width apart, and take a few easy circles to release out any and all tension. Good, full breath in and full breath out. Good, really nice. Full breath in, full breath out. And coming to center now, putting it all together with a balanced pose. So that really helps us connect to the present, connect to the strength of our center, connect to a quiet mind. So hands on our hips. Feel free to grab a chair or hold on to a wall or a piece of furniture. You don't have to stand in the middle of the room. So we're going to shift our weight to the right and to unweight our left toes. We're going to cross the ankle over that standing ankle. So we feel the two ankles meeting at the bottom. So this is a variation of tree pose. So really energize through your center, energize through your inner legs, inner thighs, and you can either have your hands to hips or arms reaching up or holding on as always, whatever feels best for you. So the more we practice our balance, the better it gets. So let's focus 3 long, steady, clear breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling, good, staying steady in the mind, in our breathing, it translates into the body, staying quiet as well, right? Balance is always a reflection of how we're feeling internally. It's a little barometer. So nice and slowly, if the arms are lifted, we're going to begin to lower, and we're going to spin this knee forward. And we're back onto 2 feet. Awesome job, everybody. Excellent. Good. So the more we practice, the better we get at it. So let's give our opposite leg the heads up now. So the balance is also really amazing for building strength. So that's super important, equal to all the other benefits. So shifting our weight into that opposite leg. As we shift our weight, that unweights, we come onto the toes, and you can always stay right here. You know that we always have options. Let's take and cross if you're crossing, so we feel the connection down below. That's really stabilizing. And so from our stability comes our freedom. Beautiful. And that's life, right? When we feel stable. When we feel centered, we feel free. So connecting to the midline, Connecting to the magical, conscious breath. Focus the eyes, but don't let the eyes be gripping. Good, one more breath. Amazing, lowering. Spinning the knee forward. And we are back on 2 feet. Yay, full breath in. Deep breath out. Good, so we're gonna make our way down to the ground. We're gonna make our way nice and slowly. So any way you get there. So I always like to come through all fours into side sitting. And once I start to make my way down, I wanna put a little lining for my low back. I like to have a little blanket because the floor is very hard. Some of you may be on carpeting. But I like to come to my side first and then onto my back. Good. And let's take a little bit of core work here. So once you settle in, we're going to take one leg up and then the other leg up. So we feel hips and knees and ankles are 90 degrees. Draw your navel in and up so you'll feel the low back making a deeper connection to the ground. So that helps to protect our low back. And so here's option 1 where we just stay right here. We take a few breaths here. So this is a really simple and effective way to strengthen our center. Option 2 is a little deeper. We take our hands, not on the knees, but right to the thighs. And we press hands into thighs, thighs into hands. Feel the work in the belly. Feel the breath as always supporting us. Good, let's take 3 more breaths if you can. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, amazing, breathing in and out. And let's draw the knees into the chest. Just rock a little bit from side to side. You can either hold on behind the thighs or in front of the shins. Just remember that sometimes if we hold here in front of the shins, it tugs on the knees a little bit. So make sure that feels safe for you. So back and forth across our low back. We're going to get set up now for our final spinal twist. So we're going to open our arms nice and deeply, nice and wide, palms up if possible. If you have any spine conditions of any kind, make sure you have a support either between your thighs or underneath your thighs. And as we exhale nice and slowly, we're going to lower the knees left. Good, and once you arrive, settle the shoulder blades. Settle the arms. The face can be gazing towards ceiling or looking away, whatever feels best for you. So let's breathe wide and deep across chest and heart. Breathe wide and deep across your wingspan of your arms. Breathe long down your spine, through your low back, into your gut space. Imagine all the healing that can be done through conscious breathing and by focusing the breath right into your gut, right into your belly, illuminating the space. Good. Let's take a few more breaths here on this side. Breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Now nice and slowly, we don't want to torque or undo anything that we've done. So connecting to our center, we bring one leg and the other leg with the breath together, and then we exhale to the second side. So make sure you're properly and safely aligned. Arms wide. Support the spine if you need it with a block or a support between the thighs. You can use bed pillows. Remember, under the knees as well, if you need to take some pressure off the spine. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. As we start to come to the close of our practice, we start to quiet down even further. We start to slow down the breath. We start to fill it into anything existing that feels tense, any existing stress or anxiety. See if you can move your breath, softening, bringing light and energy to that space, penetrating the space, breaking it down. Nice and slowly, let's start to take one leg and the other leg up to center. Draw in, give yourself a nice big squeeze. Rock slowly from side to side. If there's any final pose that you need to complete your practice, feel free to take it. Otherwise, we're going to make our way into our Shavasana. So I'm just going to give you an option for today. So I'm going to take my blanket and I'm going to fold it in half. So that's going to go right across where my bra strap would go. Right across my shoulder blades, and I'm going to take my block right above it so it looks like this. And you can use bed pillows as well, or any couch pillows, or anything that you have that's supportive. And again, we're going to roll to the side. We're going to come onto our back, so we line up the bottom support with the bra strap line, and the top support with our head. So it's a little bit of a heart opener. It's very gentle. And so start to settle in here. So I'm going to get you settled, and then I'm going to come back to sit up so that I can guide you through your Shavasana today. So Shavasana is the most beneficial pose of our practice. It's the time where we settle and integrate all that we've done. Settle the eyes so they're nice and soft. And relax any tension around your jawline. Let your tongue be heavy in your mouth. Soften shoulders away from the ears. Feel the spine settled and the heart wide open, available to receive all the light and all the love that's all around us. Feeling the belly and low back at ease. Feeling the arms and legs relaxed. The hands and feet soft. We are at ease. And through our stillness, we can absorb fully, allowing us to connect completely to our union, mind, body, and breath. Feel free to remain in your Shavasana as long as you need to. If you're ready to transition out of it with me, go ahead and wiggle fingers and toes. Begin to deepen your breathing. We want to reconnect physically, but we want to preserve everything else. A calm inner state, a focused present mind, a relaxed and at ease body. Making your way over to one side, pausing fetal position. And very slowly begin to rise up, taking your time, coming to any vertical seat that feels good for you. And once you arrive upright, we'll close our eyes if that's safe. And we'll pause in this beautiful space together, feeling the energy that we've created, feeling the love and light flowing within and around us. Let's take a full breath in to seal all that in. And a deep, long exhale to share. And placing our hands over the heart center. May we be happy and healthy. May we navigate through all of life's obstacles with grace and skill and ease. And may we know peace within all of life's circumstances. Let's send out all of our energy, full breath in. And deep breath out. And joining palms together, we honor the light and the strength within us to all beings, all around us. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. It was an honor and a privilege to guide you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste, everyone.